Today I'm launching for the main marina, and there's something going on out in front of me. Nobody's noticing it but me. There's some boat over here that sounds like a frickin' Harley. I wish they would just go, but anyway, I'm gonna put on a quick jig real quick and see what happens. I don't know if those are white bass or maybe stripers, but something up here is running bait, and I was gonna do something different, so I'm gonna try a little kayak. I'm gonna fish kayak on a little Gamakatsu jig head. Let's see what happens. There's some stuff right out in here breaking right in front of me. There goes Mr. Harley guy. Get out here, dude. You're bugging me. The first bait I was throwing, it's a little kayak. It's 2.5-inch kayak. Has a very slim profile. And Gamakatsu short shank jig head. So I'll keep that handy in case some more come up in the jumps. And now I'm heading to the wacky worm. This is truly my old standby this year, the wacky worm. This is a blueberry or a June bug pattern. I hook mine. I know you can use the wacky wig, I guess little bands. I've tried both. I don't see a big difference, and you know, I don't fish enough to think oh shoot, I need to go buy more baits. Actually, that's part of the fun of having to go. This is a pretty steep bank. I'm in 28 feet of water right now, and there's lots of cover, so I'm gonna throw to the cover and just let it sink and just see what happens. So we're going to start here, and then we'll head on down the bank. Oh man, shoot. Well, all right. Lost one. I don't usually fish this kind of a weedless worm. I may need to switch my hook. I don't really like these, but let's see. All right. I have switched to the hook I prefer for wacky rig. These seem to really hook up well. And I switched to it's a watermelon pattern or watermelon type color. I just had a really good hit and missed that one, so it was time to make a change. I may go back to the blueberry, but we're going to try this one first. Perils of fishing around a lot of cover is I snagged up and broke off, so I'm tying on a new leader. I tie an Albright knot. Basically, I take my leader line. I fish obviously braid. It's 10-pound leader line. I make it a loop, and then I kind of kink the loop, like you can see. Then I put my mainline braid through the loop, pull out about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of braid line. Then you want to wrap it 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to come down the line a little bit and hold that knot. 6, 7. All right, then you want to hold the back end of it, and you want to wrap 7 back, and you want to kind of go in between the little notches there you see. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get my line my way. 5, 6, well, good gosh, 6, and then that would be 7, and then you want to bring your line back through your loop. So I'm going to do that here, make it back through the loop so it looks, you can see how they're both going through that loop. And then one thing I've been doing is doing one more back through the loop with my tag in there. All right, then all you want to do is wet it, good old spit, and pull it taut, and you'll see how they tighten down together, and you'll see that Albright, or how the Albright knot just cinches right down on top of that leader. And that's what it should look like when you're done. So I don't know if anybody fishes braid to leader. I've just found this to be the best one. I used to do uni to uni, and this knot is not as bulky for me. So I hope that helps, and let's see if I can catch something now. Oh, God, that bass is, well, shoot. I just lost my worm. It's about as big as my worm was. That's funny. Well, got the skunk off the boat, which is a good thing. Not a very big one, but there might be a little spot. Let's see. They have a patch of... Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. No, that's not. They have a spot of teeth on their tongue. He does not. So a little largemouth. Well, they like the wacky worm, and little ones like big wacky worms. We won't go any farther with that one. Oh, that's a nice one. Heck yeah. Oh man, awesome. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a great, oh, nice. Man, I switch colors back to the blue, and woo, that's gonna be one of my bigger bass of the year right there. Oh my goodness, he inhaled that thing. All right, dude. That's a nice bass. Yep, gotta get him unhooked here. He's bleeding, but he's not hooked in the gills, so I'll get him out. Woo! All right, very nice. Getting cleaned off a little bit. Let's see here. Get a quick measurement on him. Or her. It can be either one. Doesn't matter. 14.5 inches. Well, not my biggest of the year, but I'll take it. Good deal. All right, let me get him off here. I'll be careful. Off. Well, I switched to a 4-inch blueberry or June bug, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, he inhaled that thing, so maybe a smaller profile is what they want. I'll see if I can catch another one now. I didn't get to show you him being released because he was ready to go. All right. I'm gonna try a gulp. I bought these a while back and I've never used them. They're a little 4-inch night crawler. I'm gonna rig it Texas style, and I'm kind of out of the stick ups now, so I'm just gonna bounce it down these rock banks and just see what happens. So this is a gulp 4-inch night crawler. Tip: when you've got a dark, like I say, a dark and a light colored bait, you want the light color on the bottom. When you're threading it on your hook, you want that the light color to be facing the hook. That makes sense. So you want the light color facing the hook. Then you thread it through, put it down to the Texas style. Then you see how it lays. What you want to do is pinch where who you want the hook to go through, which is right there. So I'm gonna set the hook through there. And then all you want to do is just take your worm and barely cover the point, or take the point and barely cover it with that worm. And you are completely weedless now. So this is a tiny bait. I may not fish this very long. I may catch a bunch of who knows what, probably bluegill. We'll see. That's what I thought. I already had a bluegill bump it all over the place, so this may not last very long. We'll see. First one out, and I already lost it. So yeah, this may be a very short experiment, but we'll try another one. It's a big lake, right? And I'm in a kayak, so I can't go far. So this guy was behind me. They just kind of pulled. Now he's going to cut me off. Well, I'll go around him too then, I reckon. But still, you're in a boat, man. You're in a boat. Go somewhere where you can go in a boat. I'm in a kayak. Get out of here. I mean, it's like cutting in line at the grocery store. It's like, hey, dude. That's what I'm saying. Don't give a what you're doing. I'm just going to come right in front of you, and there you go. So I reckon I'll go around him. Oh, dang it, he got off. Well, he wasn't very big, but A lot happening here lately, so take what I can get. Went back to the 4-inch wacky worm. That gulp was just basically a bluegill magnet, which does not surprise me, but let's see what else will bite. There's a light rain. I've switched now to a Texas rig little June bug worm. Let's see what happens here. Rain gear, but I pack a little golf umbrella, well actually a big golf umbrella whenever there's rain potential, because putting on that rain gear is a chore in the kayak, and having one of these just handy in case you need it, which I just did, is very nice to have. So something you don't think about taking along, but a golf umbrella is a great thing to have in your kayak. There you go. Alrighty, here's another one. That's the wacky worm for the win today right now. Alright. Yep. Not huge, but he's something. Ah, quit. Little 10-incher. Alright, I gotta get him out of here. Where? Thank you, bub. See you later. Alright. I was about ready to switch back to blueberry. So I guess just finding a bass is all I gotta do. I went on back to this kind of watermelon color. So I'll keep it on for a little while. Huge. Let's just say I crossed his eyes when I set the hook. Oh my gosh, it's a freaking green sunfish. Well, there you go. I mean, all right, look at this green sunfish and look at my worm. Oh well, it's a fish. That is wild. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. All right, dude. He hit that thing and ran. That's not a bad one. He took... All right. Yeah, I get that up pretty easy. Well, there's another one. Caught him on the watermelon. So I guess really it's the wacky worm that seems to be the thing, not necessarily the color. So we'll see. Well, let's try and catch another one. Thank you, bub. All right, buddy. That's a little better one. Gotta remember to keep my arms away from the camera. Oh, how in the world? Oh, he got off. Dang it. All right, I can see him down there. Let's try it again. Yep. About ready to switch baits, but it's still working. That's a decent little one. Probably about 11 maybe. I'll measure him. I always say that. Let's see. All right, buddy. Easy. There you go. Oh shoot. Rehooked him. Sorry, bud. I'm kind of curious. Probably 10. Let's see. He is 10.5. All right, so 10.5 inches. All right, buddy. Gives me kind of something to go by. Idea, anyway. Okay. Oh. That's a little better one. He might go, I don't know, let's see. He might go 12. I don't think he will. No, just 10.5 again. All right. All right, buddy. Yeah. I had the one 14.5, but everything else has been small but fun. And I will say one thing on the wacky worm, 98% of the bites I get are on the initial cast and fall. I think I've had one bass hit it when I've twitched it back toward the kayak. So basically all I'm doing is throwing into the bank area, kind of maybe 3 or 4 foot off the bank. This is very deep here. It's 20 feet deep, so it's a deep bank. And just letting it sink and then waiting for either a bite or I just go on down a few more feet and do the same thing. There's another one. About the same size. Still a lot of fun. On an August afternoon. Alright, buddy. Have to get my forceps out for this little fella. Right in the roof of the mouth. Alright, bub. Alright. Oh, we'll see you later. Thanks. Oh, he's ready to go. Alright, there's another one. I got this green sunfish, and I'm going to hold the worm up to the fish. I hope I can get this out of here. Good gosh. There you go. Alright. There's a green sunfish. Alright, green sunfish and worm. That worm is almost as long as this freaking fish. Trying a weedless Ned rig with a power bait. It's a crawl, I believe, power crawl or something like that. So just something to kind of switch it up a little bit. I've done wacky worm almost all day. It's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna just fish this little kayak jig back toward the marina. I don't have maybe an hour to fish or less before the sun heads down, so we'll give this a try and see what happens. Well, what I thought would happen. Caught a small bass. Okay. I figure I'll catch some small ones on the way in, but that's all right. I need to get this one done, get back. So, little guy, but that's fun. Wrap this up. It was a fun day at Grayson. You know, caught one 14.5 incher. The rest of them were smaller than that, obviously, but I still caught several. It was a lot of fun. I fished mostly wacky worm in about, well, it was on sloping banks, so they sloped down to 10 to 15 feet maybe, and that's where I caught most of the bass that I caught. And they were holding in the deeper water where it's still cooler. The water temperature today is 81 degrees. So that rain cooled it off maybe a little bit, but we still got a ways to go to get to the fall type water. Getting there though, so it was a lot of fun today, and I was able to get out and do something I love to do. Sure makes my life better, and I hope you can do the same thing. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, geez, there you go. Catching them back into the boat dock here. That's a nice, another little 10.5 incher probably. trying to fish fast. And if I can catch a couple more before I get out of here, I'm not going to complain. There you go, buddy. All right, thank you. Good deal. Yep, let's keep trying.